Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating how an AI agent can seamlessly schedule a job in BigChange. If you use BigChange or you've heard of BigChange, you know that this agent is tailored to companies that provide a mobile workforce. I'll first start by explaining what an AI agent is, why businesses need AI agents, benefits of AI agents. I'll give a case study of a company that is in the finance sector. I'll give us an explanation of the agent I've put together and then a live demonstration of the agent. So what are AI agents? AI agents use artificial intelligence to understand customers' needs, decide on the best action to take based on the information and the guidelines the agent has been given. They can be deployed to work via SMS. They can be deployed over email and also on websites. They can cover simple things like answering calls all the way to more advanced things like scheduling jobs, as we're going to see today. So why do businesses need AI agents? If we focus on reactive maintenance companies, if you miss a call, you've missed out on a job. If someone calls in an emergency and you don't answer, it's more than likely they're going to call another company, they're going to call the next company, and if you don't answer, you've just missed out, and that's going to affect your bottom line. Another reason is that you can't suddenly double your workforce if you're getting more calls, but with an AI agent, you can handle multiple calls at the same time and provide a consistent service. If there's an extended period of time that customers are waiting on the phone, this can just lead to frustration. We'll see in a case study in Sunshine Loans that people were abandoning applications because they were waiting too long on the phone, which just creates a negative customer experience. Moving on to the benefits of an AI agent. With an AI agent, they're going to be available 24/7. As we mentioned earlier, it allows you to scale instantly. So if you wanted to double the amount of jobs that you're carrying out in a week, you would need more staff. Taking on staff takes time because you need to obviously find people who are interested in the job, and then you need to train them to be able to deliver the service to your standards and to the standards that your customers expect. But with AI, you can deliver a consistent service. Sunshine Loans, which is a consumer lending company. By using AI agents, they reduce the abandoned applications from 30% to under 5%. They expanded into different markets, and the AI agent was really beneficial because it was able to solve 70 to 80% of cases. And they were also able to bring operations in-house because with the use of an AI agent, which is very good if you can bring your operations in-house and you're able to supervise and be more in control of the service that your customers are receiving. So if we now look at our agent, so Vapi is a platform where we communicate with our AI agent, and it enables us to build AI voice agents. What NAN does, which is the middleman between Vapi and BigChange in this scenario, but NAN is good for creating workflows. So this is the key details from the conversation. We then log the call ID in Supabase just so we can track each conversation. So after we log the call ID, we then extract the postcode, and then we make an API call to find the complete address. To create a better customer experience, I shied away from using phonetics too many times. So as I just explained, once I have the postcode and the door number, I can effectively just search for the customer's address. And then what I do is I query our housing association database. So I've just created an agent where the company provides maintenance to housing association addresses. So when there's a housing association address, we wouldn't want to talk about money with the tenant. We simply just want to notify the housing association, and then we want to attend the job. Whereas if it's not a housing association address, we need to tell them how much it's going to cost them. like the tenant. So after we figure out whether or not this address is a housing association address by checking our database, we then update our table to just say whether a housing association is true or false. After that, we create a variable that enables us to use this switch node to direct the conversation. So as I mentioned earlier, if it was a housing association address, we would notify the housing association contacts and just keep track that we have notified them. But if it's not a housing association address, we just go straight into scheduling the job. So using BigChange, you need an access token to make API calls. So the first thing that we do is that we get our access token. We then just search our CRM to see if this is an existing customer or a new customer. If it's an existing customer, we go ahead and schedule the job. If it's not an existing customer, then we just add them to our database. And that's essentially what we do. We search to see if they exist in our database. And again, we direct the flow. If it is not an existing customer, what we do is we get the contact group. So in BigChange, there's different IDs for customers, and it really just and that determines how you're going to deal with them. So if it's a cash sale, then you would collect payment instantly. If it's a client, then you would send them an. That's what we do there. Then we just get the longitude and latitude, because when creating a contact in BigChange, you need to use a longitude and latitude. And then what we do is we get the job type. So as you can imagine, if you're one of these reactive maintenance companies, you provide an array of services. So first of all, we get our resources, like our engineers. Then we just select the engineer based on skill. Side note, I will be developing this further, but for this proof of concept, just select an engineer, then we create a job. So what we have here is our list of worksheets, and all we do is we use this and then we compare that with the current service that the customer needs, so we can select the right worksheet and then just schedule the job so it's visible to the engineer. This flow is pretty much the same. The only difference is that we do not create the contacts because they already exist in our CRM. So now we will move on into the demonstration.
Thank you for calling Reactive Maintenance Services. For English, say 1. For French, say 2. And for Romanian, say 3.
1.
Thank you for calling Reactive Maintenance Services. This is Savannah. How may I help you today?
Hi Savannah, I've got an issue with my toilet. It's backed up and I need someone to come and have a look at it.
Could you please share your name?
My name is Caleb.
Thank you, Caleb. And what's the best phone number to reach you on? Could I take your door number, please?
My door number is number 9.
Just to confirm, your postcode. Could you share your email address, please? When would you like the work to take place?
Tomorrow
Please tell me your preferred...
Tomorrow at 1 p.m, please.
Got it. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. We'll come back to you to confirm the start date once we've checked our schedule, if that's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye.
If we check our executions, we can see that the job succeeded. And then if we go into BigChange, we should see a job pop in here for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And you can see that worked. So that's perfect.